yeah 3,000 grinders, yeah, we climb so high. Splitting quality every day, reaching for the sky. Gaming world, beware, we got the winning vibe. Grinding through the night, can you feel the tribe? Controller in my hand, can't slow down this flow. Leveling up fast with every game will show. Top the leaderboards, yeah, watch the numbers rise. Eyes on the prize, we're aiming for the skies. We're grinding games all night, all day. From zero to hero, we'll pave the way. 3,000 strong, we celebrate. Grinding hard for a future great. Every click, every move, we break the mold. Adventures and pixel stories unfold. Together we conquer, nothing to fear. 3,000 grinders, let them hear. Wake up, game on, we never quit the race. Pushing the limits at a breakneck pace. Victory tastes sweet, fortune we chase. 3,000 grinders, we own this space. We're grinding games all night, all day. From zero to hero, we'll pave the way. 3,000 strong, we celebrate. Grinding hard for a future great.
It's coming.
Wake up, game on, we never quit the race. Pushing the limits at a breakneck pace. Victory tastes sweet, fortune we chase. 3,000 grinders, we own this space. We're grinding games all night, all day. From zero to hero, we'll pave the way. 3,000 strong, we celebrate. Grinding hard for a future great.
Xbox, no. Boom, that. Well.
It's Friday, grinders! Hit that like button! No red lines! Gaming Grindhouse music coming straight at you.
Phil said no red line, no fight, no shame. We gotta make that money, it's a numbers game. Xbox is packing up, gotta change the quest. Time to share the love, put the market to the test. Controllers are shaking in every boss's hands. Making deals with rivals, got bigger plans. They say nobody's buying, so let's spread out. PlayStation, get ready to hear us shout. No red line, it's a brand new day. Xbox invading in a different way. We need that green, gonna make amends. Bringing games for you, our newfound friends. Money's running low, can't stay in one shell. We'll mix it up and ring the sales bell. All the consoles join, it's not a crime. Just a new strategy in the fashion of time. Jumping boundaries, ain't no hard divide. In the game of survival, we'll play each side. Different but same blood in these veins. Gotta feed the hunger, gotta break the chains. Gamers united under one big roof. Competition dies when you're bulletproof. Phil speaks the truth, no need for disguise. We're opening doors, it's a big surprise.
It's coming. Oh, PlayStation. Bitches. It's coming. It's coming. Bitches.
It's a brand new day. Xbox invading in a
always running low, can't stay in one shell. We'll mix it up and ring a different way. We need that green gold to make amends. Bringing gang for you on your soundtrack. Newfound friends.
Yo, what's up, grinders? How you doing out there in Grinds Land? It's Friday, and it's Gaming Grindhouse time. Open up that door. Let the fires begin. What's up? How you doing? T.O., it's coming. You damn right.
It's coming.
It's all coming with that Phil Ness spit shine on it. What's up, Menioles? How you doing? Twisted Sin, yeah, boy. Mr. Ice Queen Gaming in the house. Nassim, Phil Ness on the lamb sauce, he said. Oh, damn, Menioles, the fires and the flames. Oh, man. What's up, yeah, boy? Neil, how you doing? Andrew Shakespeare, what's up? Buck Rogers said it's showtime. Christopher Duran, Log Hog, Sonic is in the house. Gotta go fast. What's up, Tool Man in the house? We got the tools. We can start. Outside Gaming Night, how you doing? Shout out to everybody. It's Friday. It's Gaming Grindhouse night. Oh, man. I got to get on some Monster Hunter Wilds on the best platform that it plays on the PS5 Pro. Oh, damn.
Xbox, no. Phil Des.
Oh, man. Those RGB lights are glazing, the glaze of the RGB lights. Oh, my God. That may be new inspiration for something else. The glazing of the RGB lights, but of the PCs and the power cards. But yeah, so I got my Monster Hunter Wilds. Check out the stream. What's up, British Gay? How you doing? Stream last night, I played Splitgate 2 with the alpha with the Gaming Grindhouse, so it was pretty damn awesome. Had some fun there. Yo, Splitgate is my jam. It is what Halo should have been, and the shooting is fire, and the game is awesome. Playing as an alpha, pretty crazy. Damn crazy there. And also check out the Gaming Grindhouse earlier this week. It was a fire show, epic proportions, and I'm sure this one will be as well. That's right, Glennials. Get to hit me with that glaze. Everybody knows that, right? All the VIPs, you know, when you hear the certain songs, we expect certain emojis to pop up in the chat. That's the rules of the Gaming Grindhouse. Split cheeks, Buck Rogers says. Oh, damn. Goddamn split cheeks. Oh, man. Reserve the cheeks for Halo. It's coming 60 frames of ray tracing. Oh, damn. Yo, it is wild out there. Also, too, I just did a recent count. We need 115 more VIPs to get the next emoji and the next song to go with that emoji. So I'll be plugging away at developing the next emoji, but the release of the next one is in 115 VIPs. So there's the goal. We get another emoji in the house. Everybody's loving the recent 2 emojis that we did awesome to get. The I Think and the Xbox Glaze, they all got their own songs, and that's what's going to be moving forward. So as we get emojis, I'm putting jingles with these emojis so we know when to use them. That's a good prompt for everybody. And then Ron, holy shit, Ron just heard me. Oh, my goodness.
It's coming.
Ron said that emoji is coming. Shout out to Ron M for 5 gifted VIPs. Hit him up. He got him. Who do you got? T-Rock, Shaky Shako, Brandon Minor, Arnold, and Steven. Got him. Get him in that Grindhouse. Use those VIPs. I want to see more emojis. Got to add my numbers to the numbers board. There we are. We're on our way. We're on our way. So you got those emojis. Yo, if you get a VIP or you can upgrade to a VIP, you get exclusive music for VIPs. Ultimate Grinders get all the music. And then you also get the Gaming with the Grindhouse. We have some behind the scenes videos. I'm going to do another one upcoming. And then also I'm going to do, you also get those awesome emojis and more videos and songs. Also, the VIPs do get some music as well. We just released one called Double Glaze. Hopefully, if you're a VIP member, if you didn't check out the music, please check out Double Glaze. I'm very excited about Double Glazed. It was a really good song. The VIP should be enjoying it. So if you missed that song, Double Glazed, it's one of my favorites. But also, you'll notice that there's a goal here. So if we hit this goal, I am going to release a song to all, because it's Friday. It's a song going to be released to all. I'm going to unlock it to all to watch. So there's the goal for today, for Friday. So the Super Chat goal. And that's what I'm going to do, release a song for that. But everybody, check out the double glaze for the VIPs. If you just got it, Shaky Shako, go check it out. I like that song. And I did a good video with it. I pat myself on the back if I could reach. Maybe not. Anyway, let's get into what we're going to talk about now. So you can see from the thumbnail. That Xbox don't give two Fs. And those Fs are Fable and Forza. So this news this week, it was not a great week. And you know, it never is for our good friends over at Phil Ness Land.
Oh no!
It's never a good week. And this week brought us a Fable delay. What's up, Puss Ultra? How you doing? Your boy says it's coming.
25. It's coming.
So, a Fable delay and a Forza update, Horizon 5 update. So those are the two things we're going to focus on here, because I think definitely there's been some rumors and speculation going around. When is it a good week for Xbox Twisted? Even Avowed. It's nice. I played a little bit of it. Only about 5 yawns. Not bad. But again, Microsoft and Xbox, to build a platform and to do their future that they want to do and touch billions and billions of people, they need like what Monster Hunter is doing. Those kind of numbers. They need the people to stop what they're doing and play a game. Not to like, maybe I'll download it when I get home and I eat and I take a dump and then I watch some shows and then I'll go to bed. Before I go to bed, maybe I'll download, I'll check out Avowed. Maybe I'll do that. That's not what they need. That's not what they need. They need something that's like, yo, I'm not showering, I'm not eating, I need to play this game. That's the kind of content that they need. That's the kind of content that they owe their Xbox fans for the years of horse shit that they drove them through. And if you missed some of those years, I would like to guide you to a Gaming Grindhouse classic video that was released on Wednesday. Circa 2019 Gaming Grindhouse. A little old grinder, me, in 2019, went on an epic rant about what was going to happen. And now I tell my old self, it happened. And it happened worse than what I thought. But go listen to those, because I went back and I'm finding things that I said that, yo, they were coming to my Grindhouse steps with pitchforks, calling me fear-mongerer. Like I was scaring people by telling them the truth. I was scaring people. They didn't want to hear it. Well, now they're living it. Baby Grinds. That's right, yeah, boy. Baby Grinds. So hit that like button, grinders, and go look at those videos. Grindhouse Classics. I've released a couple of them. I've been editing them and putting them together. Because I can't, the stuff that's said is ridiculous. Quality of games. Missteps. We're sorries. Stop talking. Yeah, well, I didn't. And you guys didn't let me stop talking, because you kept here supporting this channel and supporting me on the Gaming Grindhouse. So there you go. Kept me going. So thank you again. And we're still going. We're growing. Phil Spencer may not be, but we are. We don't have a problem growing. And I'm not trying to touch 2 billion goddamn gamers right now. I'm trying to tell the people what the hell's going down and what I feel is going down. Again, I'm not what I heard was. I'm not talking to devs. No devs at my steps. I don't care. Let the devs do their job. If you're talking to me, if you are a dev and you're talking to a YouTuber to tell them what's going on, you ain't doing your job, dev. Go do your job. Don't be talking to YouTubers and telling them what's going to happen and developing plans. Get back to work. Make that game special. Don't go out here and talking these YouTube streets. Oh, I'm talking to my contacts, my devs. Shut up. Devs, get to work. If you have time to talk to a YouTuber, then you ain't doing your job. Leave that for the social dudes. You have a whole social media team. Let those guys talk to them. The devs don't be talking no contacts. because they're plugs. Who the hell knows? What's up, Plus Ultra? That's right. Jez was rated R. I was a rated R superstar. So let's talk about the first F. And the first F would be Forza Horizon. My goodness, my goodness. If I would have known, the answer was there the whole time, grinders. First, Cosmic Hero. Wait a second, I gotta read. Cosmic Hero with the 6 months of VIPs. He goes, Microsoft can't get out of its own way. Fable in development for 9 years. And PlayStation gets the best version of Forza Horizon. Crazy times. Halo and Gears are next. And shout out to Thrifty. I was talking on his show on Wednesday about the breakdown of what a Gears announcement will do. I may touch on it today. But first, let's get into our Forzas. Forza Horizon 5. Now, if you recall, when Microsoft showed this game, and let's see, when Microsoft showed this game and they did their show, I said that, Forza Horizon seemed to be immune to the Game Pass quality curse. Forza Horizon, the one thing that it didn't have, though, it didn't have that kind of like the next level of what I think they should add to it, but otherwise the quality of it was sustained throughout this whole Game Pass thing. It was actually one of the survivors of the Phil Ness Game Pass experiment. Forza Horizon, both 4, so 3 was a surprise, 4 was the seasons, and 5 was in Mexico. And while they did their job, it was the location, the locale was the differentiator. They added some things like Hot Wheels to it, volcano racing, things like that. But again, I feel like they should add motorcycles, things like that to it to make it a little more expansive. But they didn't. But it did not take away from the quality that Forza Horizon was. And it's very well optimized on PC as well. I watch a lot of YouTubers and they use it as a lot of as kind of testing out graphics cards, especially even the little handheld PCs and things like that. The Forza Horizon is one of those games that they run on those. They use it as a good benchmarking thing because it's so well optimized for a PC. So Forza Horizon and Playground's product of Forza Horizon really stood the test of time and did not fall victim to the Phil Ness quality with sorries of the Crackdown 3s and the Halo Infinites and Real Red Falls and the Hellblade 2s and everything that goes with it. We heard you, we're fixing it, we're sorry. It was its own thing. So now, they have a lineup of games that they need their money. Phil says it's a business and I need my money. So they pick out the best of the best in Forza Horizon 5 and are bringing it to PlayStation. And they announced it this week. It's coming.
25. It's coming.
Xbox Wolfman. He says it's coming for released on April 25th. It is coming out. So it is going to PlayStation. And then they put out this little thing where they're doing this Horizon Realms is coming out on the 25th. And there it is. And they're going to have a stunt park, an ice rink, an oval track, a retro highway, Cars and Coffee Stadium. These 11 returning environments. We're bringing brand new stadium track. There's going to be an accolade tab. You're going to get 4 reward cars here. Lamborghini, stumble up the road at Lamborghini, and then you'll get the Lotus, and then 2 ways to drive into the realms. There'll be a skill mode and a free mode. Start your engines. Here's the circuit here. Keep going. This is good content for a game that's very old. But because of this announcement, pre-order PS5 version today. So Forza Horizon 5 is now available for pre-order for its release on April 29th. And it will be pre-purchased for Forza Horizon 5 different editions. You'll get your standard edition that comes with the base game and its free content, like features like Horizon Realms. Get access to 42 extra cars, but with Car Pass by purchasing the deluxe edition of Forza Horizon 5, and then upgrade to the fullest, the Phil Ness version of Premium Edition. This edition comes with Horizon 5, Rally, Adventure, and the Hot Wheels, 42 cars from Car Pass, a VIP membership, not the Gaming Grindhouse VIP membership where it's worth something, This is the Forza one where you get some bonuses when you race, experience bonuses, and extra perks that are included in the welcome pack. But also, by pre-ordering the premium Phil Ness edition, the reason why I call it the Phil Ness edition is because it grants you early access to the game on April 25th. Grinders. Let's just see. Let's ask the Grindsbot here. Hold on. Let's ask the Grindsbot. Forza Horizon release date. Let's talk about this. Forza Horizon 5 came out on November 5th, 2021, almost 4 years ago. And they put in the Phil Ness Premium Edition early access. 4 days early access for Forza Horizon 5. For a game that released almost 4 years ago. $100 edition to play a game that is 4 years old, 4 days early. It doesn't roll off the tongue very well.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate. Activate.
That is definitely deserves a Holy Spirit. $100 for 4 days early for a game that's 4 years old. I am surprised that they just didn't put out the 60, because typically when games come out 4 years later, they give you like the ultimate version. Like that premium edition version should be like $60, $70 and it's all there. Right? Like they are treating this like the game is like a relaunch of the game with all 3 different editions, because they had the same editions when they launched it in 2021. And I remember people were pissed off because the premium version of Horizon was not included in your Game Pass, and they're still not included in their Game Pass. Like Horizon, like these games that have this early access when you buy the ultimate version, you don't get the ultimate versions in Game Pass. The only one that you did was Gears 5. I think there was an ultimate version that you got. Or was it Gears 4? It was one of the Gears games that, I think it was Gears 4, that ultimate Game Pass gave you ultimate version of the game. Now it doesn't. It's a business. So Game Pass only gives you the base game. So any of that early access, you really don't get the game on day one if you're paying $20 a month for Game Pass. That's another little finesse thing that people don't seem to highlight either. You see people complain about it, but you don't get the ultimate versions in Game Pass. So people were pissed that like, wait, I'm technically not getting, I'm paying for day one, but I'm not getting the game day one because it's coming out 5 days early access. Well, you could upgrade to that and pay $30, $40 to play it early. Whoa, wait, I'm paying $20 a month and you want me to pay like $30, $40 for the premium version to play it early for a game that I don't own? And if I stop paying the subscription, I don't have access to it anymore, but I got the accoutrements that came with it that I got suckered into? Yes, exactly. Now that's a scam of scams.
Xbox no, Phil Ness.
Pay for the $30, $40 upgrade as a Game Pass subscriber to get the premium edition to play it early. But then when you stop paying for the subscription, you can wipe your ass with that extra upgrade that you paid because you don't own the game. You got to buy it. Shh. The things they don't tell you. But anyway, they're doing this again. So they're relaunching this thing, 3 editions, car pass and all, which is crazy because I think the car pass is over. Let's go to the grind bot. Forza Horizon, last car pass car. I think... Yep. The car pass grinders. This is why we come to the bot. The car pass garage was completed on July 7th, 2022. That is the car pass. There is no pass about it. Oh, shit on me. It's Friday. Hit that like button, grinders. Oh my God. Phil, goddamn.
Xbox, no.
Goddamn shysters. My goodness. They want you to pay for a upgrade edition for 42 cars in a car pass, but the car pass ended in July 7th, 2022. So that means you're just paying extra to unlock 42 cars. There's no car pass. There is no pass. The pass happened. It's over. Nigga, added with car pass. Dude, there is no pass. It ended in 2022. There's no more support for this game. There's no more cars coming. There's no pass coming. Why are you treating like people live in a bubble, Phil? This is the Phil Ness. They are desperate, dude. This $1 trillion company that everybody wanted them to just buy up everybody are acting so petty right now. They're milking this shit like a goddamn milkmaid. My God, my God. They're like, oh yeah, get with the deluxe edition for $70, get the 42 cars added with car pass. Car pass is over. Where the hell is the $70 all access ultimate edition? We are done with this game because it came out 4 goddamn years ago. That's the version that PlayStation should be getting. The $70 Game of the Year edition. Instead, they're treating it like, oh, yo, it's coming. Hey, yo, we got a brand new game here. Goddamn Phil, he's going through rummaging through the garbage. He's like, what can we sell? He's looking at the goddamn garage sale. Car pass. They already did the cars. The cars are over. Shit's over.
You're my #1 customer.
Oh, man. You're right, Twisted. We got to do it. We got to do it. It is that time. It's been a long time coming. Twisted Sin with the $2. He says, bring it out. Bring it out. It's Phil Ness GOAT time. That's right. Bring it out.
Yeah, flow rolling up in style, feeling like a king. Crowds got the fever, hear the energy sing. The Phil Ness GOAT, bringing heat like fire. Xbox signing sections, taking fans higher. From city to city, we're lighting up the night. Controller in hand, he's a gamer's delight. Screens flashing moments, never gonna end. World tour, epic Xbox fans ascend. Phil Ness GOAT on a global spree. Autographs and high fives, so carefree. Everywhere we go, they know his name. In the gaming hall of fame. From Tokyo to Paris, every game has a cheer. Fans lining up, cause Phil's finally here. Cosplaying contests, it's a gamer's dream. Living the excitement, riding the beam. Electric vibes in the air, can you feel the beat? Xbox logo shining, oh it's so sweet. Every concert, every stage, an epic thrill. The Phil Ness GOAT always gives you chills. Phil Ness GOAT on a global spree. Autographs and high fives, so carefree. Everywhere we go, they know his name. In the gaming hall of fame.
Oh, man, that Phil Ness GOAT. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Twisted Sin. We needed a little bit of that. We need a little bit of Phil Ness GOAT. Because my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Talking about, we're going to upgrade you to the car pass. The car pass ended 2 years ago. 2023. It was almost 3 years ago. Holy shit. July it was done. They're done putting cars out for this game. So be weary of this game because I don't know. Like, they may just put this out there. And now remember what these Forza games do. They sunset these games. They sunset these goddamn games. Well, I got to get the chat back up because it went down. Holy crap, my chat went down. There it is. The Phil Ness GOAT almost broke my goddamn chat. There we go. But yeah, like, they are really trying to get their money back. Like, this is not an effort to just kind of expand. Dude, this is, we need our money and we need it now. Like, that's what's going on. Like, it is crazy. The fact that they're putting this out exactly the way they launched it on Xbox 5 years ago. So just be weary of it, you know. because I can just tell you from looking at it as a consumer, you could you know, you can look at go and get access to the extra 42 cards added with Car Pass. Okay, it sounds like you're still supporting us with new cars, like Gran Turismo, or like Astrobots adding more levels, like somebody mentioned in the chat. It's like, no, Car Pass is over. Like, this is really the Game of the Year edition. Like, usually when they put all the DLC and everything, like, I thought they were gonna drop the premium edition with the rally car, Hot Wheels, the cars for like $70. That's it. Because that's what you do. Game of the Year edition, a game that's 5 years old. You just take everything that's been released of it, you pack it up in a nice package, and then you send it out there for $70. And that's the way you charge the price. Because the game is not really $60 right now, you know? Like, it's 5 years old. So, I don't know, man, but they are really scrumming around. You know, I think it's a little slimy, right, Phil? A little slimy? A little slimy. Just a tad. Just a little bit. Just a little. Just a tad. Just a tad. We need our money and we need it now, man. For $1 trillion company, goddamn, Phil. Now, let me just see something here. Please Game Pass. I just want to see something here. Yeah. So just keep this in mind too. Like, you know, in 2024, Forza Horizon 4 left Game Pass for good. The open world racer delisted in storefronts, such as, so just last year they delisted Forza Horizon 4. So just keep that in mind when you go buy Forza Horizon 5. It may get delisted. That doesn't mean you'll lose your access to it, but yeah. It may be delisted from the store in another few years there. But one of the other crazy things that they decided to add to this is that this little tidbit. And this, I think, not only are they trying to finesse you with the thing, but man, they are putting this thing together, dude. I know, Tio, they may be raising that thing. They may be raising that Game Pass. Oh, my mouse right here. So Forza Horizon 5 on the PS5 features 2 rendering modes, a performance and a quality. PS5 Pro, the performance mode receives increased visual fidelity, while quality mode adds ray trace car reflections to races and free roam. Apparently, but prior to this, the only one that had ray tracing was PC. So they didn't even, I don't even think they even put ray tracing on the. We gotta go to the grind spot. Hold on. Let me just see. Is Forza Horizon 5 have ray tracing on Series X? They added ray tracing and DLSS to support on PC, but not on their own console. There you go. There you go. There you go. Cerniness. So the PS5 Pro performance mode receives that, and then while quality mode adds ray trace car reflections in races and free roam. Yes. So this is best played on console on the PS5 Pro. Like I tell you, man, I can't believe the way things have turned out to be. Like, I'm still flabbergasted, dumbfounded, digital foundried on how things are going down. Like, I can't imagine that we sit here and think about, like, you couldn't write this better. You couldn't write a bigger fail than what's currently going on. They have basically taken their fan base, who they told to wait to E3, wait. But here's Phil Spencer, just wait. And they told them to wait and keep buying hardware and keep going to Fan Fest and celebrate his name and listen to what he says and scream his name out. That's what they taught him. He told them to do this when they saw him. Oh. Oh, it doesn't end. Treated this man like this when he told you to wait. And now He's taking his best games that he made you wait and putting them on PlayStation when they got a mid-gen refresh in the Pro, and making sure that his games got that spit shine, ready to go, more feature supported than your own goddamn console. I don't understand how you still could. I understand when you have a library of games and that's where you kind of live. Like, you got your Xbox 300, 400 games, but my God, how the hell are there just people going, this is ridiculous? And it's not fanboyism, dude. It is not being a fan. It is being bamboozled as a consumer. Because they promised shit that never came to be. They promised stuff that said, wait to this, and it never happened. And when it did happen, it wasn't what they promised. Time and time again. And now Sony got a PlayStation 5 Pro. Microsoft don't have anything. And their S is dragging everything down. Even that thing looks abysmal. I covered it on Monday. Look how bad Monster Hunter looks on the S. It's horrible. They don't even have a performance mode because the goddamn resolution goes down so low. And because of that stupid booster box, the Series X is not even allowed to shine because Phil won't let it be. So you bought that thing and charge you $600 for a 2 terabyte version. People go complain about the PS5 Pro. Why does everybody forget that there's a 2 terabyte Xbox with Aaron Greenberg stripper glitter all over it that's being sold for $600? I know nobody's buying it, but it does exist. And it's $100 cheaper than the Pro. But we don't talk about this. We don't talk. We just talk about how expensive the Pro is, but there's a $600 Xbox with 2 terabytes. The Pro got 2 terabytes. Oh, and then it has more memory and has a better graphics card. Oh, more graphics in it, better graphics in it. Oh, okay. That's $100 difference between the highest Xbox. But forget about there's a $600 Series X sitting on shelves right now. And almost a $350 Series S booster, $400 booster with a 1 terabyte in it.
You're my #1 customer.
That's right, Twisted Sin with the 2. He goes, the Series S and that PC port, all things yikes. Or we like to say on this show, instead of yikes, we say,
Like zoinks.
like zoinks. That's right, like zoinks. So I'm just like, I can't believe that this is the way it's going. So they are really grooming the PlayStation fan base, welcoming arms. And you want to know what's funny is that they did the same thing to the PC audience when they started putting their games on PC, making sure it's optimized, making sure they get all the features, they even got exclusives in Gears Tactics, and also in Flight Sim. Came out a year before it even came to the consoles. They treated like, and you've seen this all over the streets, right? You've seen Xbox fans complaining that they've been treated like second-class citizens. The PC was first class. Well, somebody else just joined first class Xbox, and it's called a PlayStation. I'm sure a Switch is going to be lining up right next to first class right there. And it's so crazy that they cared more. And that's when you go back and listen to my video from 2019. I started seeing this, like they were treating the people that either don't care about games or other platforms more important than their own platform and install base. And they nurtured and grew this stuff and highlighted all these things. Craziness. Sony didn't even announce that Spider-Man 2 went to PC. They're like, yeah, just check it on Steam storefront. Here's a list of things that are on the PC ones. But the thing is that putting your games on PC is a different audience. This is putting on somebody that you competed with for 24 years. You created your Xbox console because somebody said at a meeting, what about Sony? The Xbox was created to compete directly with, what about Sony? What about PlayStation? It was never what about PC. It was never, Xbox was not created to compete with PC or anything. Xbox was created, the platform was built because somebody said at a meeting, what about Sony? And all of a sudden, Bill Gates was like, do it. And then they ran out and tried to go buy Nintendo because they had no games. And the story starts from there. And now you're taking that audience and you are just giving them the best of the best, your best game with all the best features and ensuring optimization. Now, there is some definitely, but it's not all perfect in Phil Ness land. It's not all perfect because you got a little bit of just not Phil Ness, not really good. They you know Microsoft, you know what they do. Everything's a half measures. While you think they're doing something really good, even though they are finessing everybody, but they did show this too, which no physical release of Forza Horizon 5. So there you go with that.
Like zoinks.
So I guess they don't want to, they took enough of a cut by giving it to PlayStation. They don't want to take another cut by putting it at retail and on PlayStation at the same time. So Phil Ness, once again, slimy as usual.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
So I don't know how much they want to make their money back, but yeah, no physical release for Forza because I think there's too much cutting. I think it cuts too deep. They got to give 10% to the stores. They got to give 30% to PlayStation. And Phil Spencer's like, I got to go home with 40-50%. No, we're not doing that cut. We're not going to spend cost of printing discs out for PlayStation 5 and all this other stuff. So they're not going to. So once again, Xbox half measures all the time. They try to sell you 3 different goddamn versions of the game with DLC that finished in 2022 with no more cars probably planned for support because Car Pass had died. The last Car Pass was July 2022. Trying to sell you an Ultimate Edition like they're still going to support this game with more cars, but they're not. You just unlock the 42 that are probably already in the file. And then there you go. And Steven Leon with the 10 VIPs in the house. He got Edo. Kill Still. Crystal. CJ Robinson. I'm sure he's going to love that one. He hates this. Ash Twats. Oh, Ash Tots. Sorry about that one. Roadkill. YJT. Not Y2J, but YJT. And PMP in the house. Let's go, baby. Give me those VIPs. Let's get that next emoji. Thank you so much, Steven Leone. I really appreciate it, man. Snuts Monkey also got it as well. Kazakira with the 2. He goes, didn't they fire their physical team anyway? I am sure they let go of somebody in all the layoffs that they did. But that's all added cost. Like they're trying to make their money back. It's all added cost. Like that's the thing. Like it's all they're like put it digital so we get our money back as quickly as possible. It's a money making scheme. That's the reason why they're selling the 3 different versions, early access for a game that released 5 years ago, 4 years ago, saying buy the second edition for a car pass that the last car that came out for the car pass was 2022. It's all just making money scheme. Really, instead of just packaging up this game in a one-stop game of the year edition or game of the decade or the best Forza ever and just putting it out on PlayStation, they're selling it again as if they sold it on their other thing. They're scheming. So there it is. And by the way, Forza 4 came out of Game Pass, so this game I think will just be kind of like another year or two. And I really think that this runs really the pacifier to get everybody ready for Forza 6. I think Forza Horizon 6 will probably get announced either next year or maybe the year after. and it will be day and date with PlayStation. That's where I think. So I think this is kind of like the sort of like, hey, this is to wet your noodle until Forza Horizon 6. Similar to like what they did with PC. If you remember, do you remember the first PC Forza game? I'm sure you don't. Remember Forza Motorsport for PC? It was like, now I got it. Now I told you don't remember, but I don't now remember the name of it. It was Forza, not Forza. It was Forza Motorsport PC release. It was the first one. What was it called? It was Forza Apex. That's what it was. Forza Motorsport Apex, I believe it was. And that was like a toned down version of Forza Motorsport. I believe that's what it was. Was it? Yes. Forza Motorsport 6 Apex, released in September 15th, 2019. So basically, they released Forza. That was the first venture of Forza Motorsport on, see? That was the first venture of Motorsport on PC. They kind of gave everybody to wet their noodle and basically get them ready for Forza Apex. And then they were getting them ready for the full Forza release when they put it on PC. So I see Forza Horizon 5 doing this something like that. Is that this is kind of like a pacifier to kind of get everybody, get PlayStation, see if Forza Horizon 5 does well, get their money back, and get everybody ready for the next Forza. Which, by the way, speaking about day and date, that's the other thing. The other F. Xbox don't give two Fs. Well, we handled the first F in Forza Motorsport. Now, let's bring in the other F. And that one, that one is good old Fable. So, as usual,
You're my #1 customer.
oh, let me get this awesome super chat from Ron M. $10 from the Mr. Ron. How you doing, Ron? He goes, with big moves like this, Microsoft will become first as the most sued company around the world. Dude, they are taking, they're doing the Tommy Boy. They are taking a guaranteed shit and marketing in the box. That's what they do. I could just take a shit in the box and put the sticker guaranteed on it. He's like, for selling brake pads. That's basically what it is. But I'm just telling you, the craziest thing, Grindhouse, I tell you all the time, when it comes to Microsoft's first-party games, do they get people hyped up by telling you what's going to be there and all this stuff and what Sony does and Nintendo do to get you hyped and excited for their games? Does Microsoft do that at all? No. Instead, leading up to the game, what Microsoft does, they tell you what's not going to happen, what won't be there, what may need polish. It's always the what-nots. It's never the more of. Oh my God, it has this. Oh wait, and it has this. Oh, and you'll be able to do this. And you could do, there will be romancing. There will be extra side missions. There will be new islands. There will be more. Nope. They go like this. No romancing. It was a multiplayer, but we made it single player. No split screen. Sorry. We're learning. This is new to us. It's not going to, 30 frames. We're targeting 60, but may not have it. Well, we're thinking about it. That's not, Starfield, you can't, there's loading screens. You can't land the ship on the planet. Juicy 30, John Wayne, all about what's not. We're learning. That's Microsoft public. That's Microsoft hyping up their games. Tell me what's not in the game. Oh, we don't want to spoil it. We don't want to tell you more because we might spoil the game. Dude, Last of Us 2 got spoiled by the whole goddamn gaming industry and people still bought that shit. So stop conning people. You don't want, I don't want to tell too much. I might spoil the game. Oh, spoil shit. Tell us. Why should we buy your goddamn game? Oh, I don't want to spoil too much. Oh, you could go. Can we go into houses? Can we do this to their side mission? Oh, I don't want to spoil. Dude, nobody cares. What, the 4,000 people playing on Steam right now? You don't want to spoil Avowed? Oh, we don't want to spoil. Sorry, I don't want to spoil it. Shut up. Stop. I remember Gears 5. Why do we see the campaign? Oh, we don't want to spoil the campaign. No campaign for. We didn't want to spoil it for you. Spoil it. Instead, they made Ninja play the game the day before and stream the whole goddamn thing on Mixer. Right before the game released, they made Ninja beat the game live on Mixer. But they held the coverage of Gears single player of Gears 5 hostage. And waited until the day before for Ninja on Mixer to stream it. That was, they didn't want to spoil the game. Expect jank, Crooked Vulture. Exactly. What's not in the game? Tell me what it don't have. Well, we have another Xbox podcast. Exactly. Bootleg Jez gassed up Avowed. Oh, the luscious mushrooms and the glowing members. All the shit that Bootleg Jez hyped up. He was talking about glowing members and bootleg mushrooms. I don't know what the hell is going on. Spoiled.
#1 customer.
And they say it again. But again, another Xbox podcast. Another disappointment. Shout out to Thrifty with the 2. He goes, the game's already spoiled like milk on day 1. Exactly. Goddamn Janky Jones got 400 people in it. Oh, we don't want to spoil the game. You'll be going to other places as Janky Jones. They didn't care about spoiling Janky Jones, though. They showed all the cinematics because that was the only thing that looked good. So, here we go again. I don't know why they do this to themselves, but they got another Xbox podcast because they can't shut up. And what I found out interesting about this Xbox Studios podcast is Craig Duncan. So, by the way, Craig Duncan, here he is. He's a very nice guy.
And I've seen it.
He got promoted when Booty Cheeks fell up. That's right, Booty Cheeks fell up. Booty Cheeks fell up the chain, and Craig Duncan just got the promotion, I think, last year. So he's now the head of, he is like the gaming studios guy now. And then Booty's his boss. So he works for Dirty Booty. But he is an expert in making honey because he came from Rare. So he's a daytime job as a beekeeper. Goddamn Rare Honey. That's what he is. Mr. Rare. This is Mr. Rare Honey. He's the one who approved the honey. He's the one that approved the honey and the beekeepers. He hired the beekeepers over at Rare. So Rare Honey in full effect. All right. So just to let you know, he is Mr. Honey. We call him Mr. Craig Duncan, Mr. Honey. That's what he is. The beekeeper. So he is the new dude in charge. He did an interview of Studios Update on the Xbox podcast. Nice controlled questions. Nobody asked him the hard questions like Dusty Bin.
Xbox evolve and change.
Oh, wait, he said Xbox. What did he say? He just said Xbox.
Where the box is in the name of our brand.
He said box.
With Xbox now, and really, the part of the job I love more than anything is working with studios, the Obsidian team.
Let's talk about Avowed.
Like, I feel like I've been playing Avowed for like 3 or 4 months because we obviously look at what we're building, but just seeing the reaction of players, seeing the reviews, seeing just people share the same love for the Obsidian team. Have put so much passion, Carrie, Fergus, all of the team, so much passion for the Obsidian team.
I hope
and then really, I feel like I've been playing Avowed for like 3 or 4 months.
I saw something. Hold on.
We obviously look at what we're building, but just seeing the reaction of players, seeing the reviews, seeing just people share the same love for the Obsidian team. Have put so much passion, Carrie, Fergus, all of the team, so much passion.
So everybody loves
Talked to
Avowed.
her quite a bit. I love Carrie.
Actually, we got to do a Grindhouse check-in end of the week. A Grindhouse check-in. Everybody loves Avowed. I just got to do a brief check-in here. Just a quick check-in here. Yeah, there you go. All right, they all love it. 5 days ago was the peak at 19,000. I thought it was gonna be 29,000 at least. Yeah, there you go.
Xbox, no. Feel that.
7,000 people playing right now. And then let's see what the... Remember, Avowed was moved for room. Remember? Avowed was moved to get out of the way for room. Oh, man. Avowed was moved for room. Dude, they saw over 1.3 million players. But don't look at Steam charts. They don't tell you anything.
Where that box is in the name of our brand.
Jesus. And that's for a game that doesn't even run well on PC. 1.3 million players. But Avowed was moved for room. We had to move Avowed out for some room. Dude, you moved it out of you needed room for Janky Jones. They moved Avowed in between Kingdom Come, and then that's the other one, Kingdom Come 2. I love in that game. Kingdom Come 2. Yeah, we moved Avowed for room. You got Monster this at a 1.3 million peak. You have this at 256. Look at the 24-hour peak. 99,000 people, almost 100,000 people in Kingdom Come 2. That came out before Avowed. The crickets. It was moved for room. For your backlog. They put this game sandwiched in between two huge games. Man, oh man. But everybody loving it. Man, everybody loving it. We moved it for room. Dude, Avowed is going to be a fart in the wind, man. That's it. Forget about it. Those 19,000, that's the max you're ever going to see ever again. Was it worth it? I don't know. He loves Avowed, though. Be happy. In your little Xbox bubble, everybody happy. Everybody happy. So let's go on and see. Oh, South of Midnight getting bad previews. All right, I don't want to hear about that. Ninja Gaiden 4. We don't need all this smoke up our ass. Let's get to a specific section that Microsoft felt very important to timestamp. Let's think about this, Grindhouse. Very important. Microsoft timestamped this. Multi-platform releases. Specifically timestamped by Microsoft. A whole section on multi-platform releases.
Is that a deal?
No, I keep losing at deals, and I don't want to make a deal anymore. I am leaving, and you can't stop me. I'm packing my bag.
Multi-platform releases. A whole section on it. Let's hear what they got to say about this. If they ain't trying to send you a message, they're sending you a message.
And since then, we've had a bunch of other news. It also previously announced that Doom was going to be coming to other platforms. Yeah. And since then, we've had a bunch of other news about other games of ours coming to other platforms. Speaking of Bethesda, also Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Yep, of course. And a brief sidebar for Indiana Jones.
Oh, wait a second. Thank you for reminding me. Let's see what happened to the Great Circle. Oh, goodness gracious. It is not a Great Circle. They got the devs' parents playing. 1,500 people right now. 12,000 peak 2 months ago. Man, these games are farts in the wind, man. Who are they attracting? What do you do here? These games are not hitting any kind of numbers, man. For being available to billions of people, you are not even seeing 100,000 to 50,000 people playing your game.
Great Circle is
I can't understand how they think, like, how can you sit there and say, like, yes, we have a very successful program. Come develop for Xbox. Look at how our games are doing we're reaching out and 2 billion people globally. We are on trillions of PCs, but we only have 35 Game Pass subscribers. We're on billions of phones and trillions of phones globally. We're on every goddamn PC, and we're giving every PC 3 months of Game Pass so everybody can play these games. They're so accessible for us and everybody. I got a PC, I got 3 months of Game Pass. You buy an iPad, month Game Pass. You buy a tablet, Game Pass. You buy a Samsung TV, Game Pass. LG, Game Pass. Samsung phone, Game Pass. The barriers. It's accessible to billions to trillions of people. This is what the numbers that they are happy about. And you got people talking about attachment rates of Astrobot to PlayStation. Dude, you are on an infinite amount of devices. And this is what you muster up? Giving it away for goddamn free. It's so accessible. Remember, this is number of players. This is not purchases. Review codes and all that other stuff. They gave it to everybody. Well, actually, this is SteamDB, so this is purchases of this. I misspoke. This is purchases. This is not... They said 4 million players. Uh-huh. Where are they coming from? Phil Spencer, friends and family? Anyway. I don't know. Don John, I think it's his family members. He must have a lot of cousins. Phil Spencer must have a lot of cousins for 4 million people to play. They must have a lot of cousins over at Microsoft. They're like the third cousin. You know Uncle Freddie. He's the fourth cousin. There he is. We got cousin Phil Ness, cousin Phil Des, cousin Felipe. We got Aunt Sharon's. Everybody's playing it. Phil, who's playing it? Well, we got Margie playing it, cousin Margie. She got about 5 kids. They're playing it. we got my cousin Vinny. You got your cousin Vinny? Yeah, my cousin Vinny. What? Yo, he got about 4 kids. He playing the game. We got a lot of numbers. You got a lot of people playing the game. Tell your friends and family. I got Bob, my neighbor's playing it. He got a couple of family members. Bob, I told Bob about Avowed. He's playing it. My neighbors, everybody in my cul-de-sac. Made sure everybody checked out Indiana Jones over the weekend. I had a little garage sale trying to tell people that Indiana Jones is available. Everybody in my development is playing it. So let's talk about, again, putting games everywhere. Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
That took home 3 awards from DICE,
huge.
actually.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of congratulating Todd in person. Like, the team was really excited. It was so great to see Machine Games on stage taking home 3 awards. So they won Adventure Game of the Year,
Uncle Jank,
Outstanding Achievement in Character, which of course went to Troy
Cousin
Baker
Greenbergs,
Indy himself.
It's like you said, the Goldbergs. They're like the Greenbergs. He comes over. He's like, "Hey, here's little Greenie. Here's Big Greenie. Here's Mrs. Greenie." Greenbergs come over. They play the cousin Bootleg.
An achievement in story, all super well deserved. I loved playing that game. I think I devoured it in 2 days, doing nothing else with my life. But I think it was well spent hours, I would say.
Yeah, me too. And again, kind of got to play it pre-launch, but what they built was incredible and well deserving of all the awards.
Yeah, absolutely. Very happy for that team.
Yeah, me too.
But on that note, some of the games that are going to be coming to other platforms, there's some of our like long-standing kind of flagship series, if you will. So I'm just curious what you think the Xbox community should take away.
Wait a second. Long-standing flagship series. What are you talking about? Indiana Jones just came out in December. It was not long-standing. It just came out. Come on, Tina. Tina Meany, we doing it. We're spinning this. We're doing Booker T Spinneroonies. Long-standing. Indiana Jones just came out.
Away from the fact that we've made that decision to bring more games to more platforms.
Yeah, I think it's good for gamers. I think it's good for our studios. You know, our studios make amazing games, and we want to give those games the chance to reach the broadest audience possible. So even if I think back to, you know,
which is pretty insane, to reach the broadest audience possible. So wait a second. So you mean prior to this decision to put games on PlayStation, you weren't meeting the broadest audience possible? Prior to this? Wait a second. Because I remember when they were saying that taking games off of PlayStation, they were going to make their money back in subscribers. They got plenty of people on PC to counter Indiana Jones and Starfield. Right? So they weren't reaching everybody then? Because they talked about it. Remember, more when everybody plays, we all win, right? PlayStation wasn't considered in that statement because I thought it was a stupid statement. Right? I thought it was. Let's go to the Grindsbot. Grindsbot. Let's go. That's an AI bot. That here. We're going to go Grindsbot. Let's see. Pull Starfield. They make amazing games. Starfield and Indiana. Yeah, exactly, Taryn. They have a whole section right here. Multi-platform releases that they targeted this specific thing. Specific thing. But now they reach more players. They were on everything before. They were on all the phones, all PCs, everywhere except Nintendo and PlayStation. But now we do it again.
Have my studio head of Sea of Thieves hat on, having Sea of Thieves reach multiple platforms, being able to remove barriers so those players could play together. And then we announced Forza Horizon 5, which, one of the biggest games on Xbox. I'm very biased, of course, because I know the team super well, but, arguably, I think probably one of the best racing games ever made.
I think a lot of people would agree with you.
I just think it's good for gamers. It's good to have our games reach more places.
It's some of that quality of life element for gamers, but I'm also happy for our developers that get a chance to share their art with more people.
Was anybody saying that? Yeah. In the FTC hearing 2021, he made a big decision to make all ZeniMax games exclusive in a 2021 meeting. This came to light as part of the final testimony. During the Xbox, Tim Stewart on the witness stand called to attention a conversation in 2021, 2 messages about recent month business reviewing Xbox and ZeniMax, where Phil Spencer apparently made the call to make all ZeniMax games exclusive going forward, not just new IP. Stewart was asking Booty, what about what's happened during our meeting? Quote, all games moving forward? Stewart asked. Not just new IP, but all games moving forward. Just wow. Booty confirmed this. That booty cheeks, he clapped. He says Phil Spencer told him the title's going forward. The two went on to discuss how pulling all Bethesda games from PlayStation would cause profit issues in Microsoft and ZeniMax deal. We will have blank issues in the deal as we pull a huge number of PS units out of the model, the business guy Stewart said. This means Xbox and ZeniMax projected profits after the acquisition released in some Bethesda games on PlayStation before the decision came down to Spencer. He testified last week. It's possible, he said in the meeting, he claimed that he didn't remember the specifics. Oh, Phil Ness.
Xbox, no. Phil down.
He don't remember the specifics. Meanwhile, Booty confirmed it. Tim Stewart said this is what we happened. And Phil Spencer's like, oh, I don't remember what happened. Meanwhile, he's the one who made the decision to pull it. Oh, man. Phil Ness, even jerking around with his own team. And they said that they would be able to pull that from them. And they will make the money by putting it everywhere. That's what they said. But now, apparently, they got to reach more people. Because what does that tell you that they're doing this now and putting this stuff on PlayStation? Like, what does this tell? Was I sharing my screen when I showed you all that stuff? Was I sharing my screen on here? I think I was. I forget. I wasn't looking. But yeah, this is what I just read. And here's the quote here. I think I'll show it. I don't know. I got to go back to the tapes. But it tells you that everywhere that they were prior to putting their games on PlayStation didn't work. It wasn't enough. And you look at the numbers and tell me, is it enough? It's not enough. It shows you that it does not work, because it does not matter where you are. It matters what you are. If these games are good, people will go play them. But you always tell people what's not in the game, what's not coming. You don't do a good job marketing your games, and you have a quality problem. Always have. And you had years of this problem. You never fixed. And now you're in the situation where, as a desperation call, and you're spinning it as more people to play games, you're trying to make your money back. and save your face.
Everyone that makes a game wants it to reach as many players as possible.
Exactly.
So I love we can give that opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, there's one other highly anticipated game that people would be very excited about.
So why would they lead into multi-platform and then go from there into Fable? Because this is where he announces the Fable delay. Interesting. He doesn't say here. He makes it that it is a view of all. Now, he speaks for all their studios. He makes it as all their studios. Right? He's not saying, well, just the Forza team likes the game more. He said everybody. This is a vision.
Also happy for our developers that get a chance to share their art.
One of the biggest games on Xbox. It's good to have our games reach more places.
It's some of that quality of life element for gamers, but also happy for our developers that get a chance to share
not
their
specific
art
ones,
with more
all of them.
Everyone that makes a game wants it to reach as many players as possible. So
Everyone that makes a game, everyone.
Exactly.
I love we can give that opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, there's one other highly anticipated game that people would be very excited about that we haven't talked about yet, and that's Fable.
Yes.
So where are we at with Fable?
So I just want to start with really excited about progress, really excited where Playground are. We previously announced.
Oof. That sounds they always he's like, let me get that out of the way. Let me get it out of the way. I'm not gonna tell you I'm worried. But I'm just going to tell you, I'm very excited. Like, he's like, let me get that out of the way. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Look at me. I'm very excited. All right, now let me tell you what's going on. If you notice, they've done this all with if you followed all the Halo stuff, man, every video they started with bad news. They're just like, we're very excited. We're very happy. We're excited. All right, I'm going to get that out of the way. Now let me tell you why we're messed up, but what's not here. Shout out to Michael Meridian with the 20. Let's hit that super chat goal. That's right, Michael. Thank you so much. Yes, by the way, that super chat goal I'm releasing a brand new song to everyone, not just the VIPs. We hit that goal. I'm releasing it to everyone for a Friday weekend party. So there you go. You can play at your weekend parties. But thank you, Michael. I appreciate it, man. So he's like, let me just get out of the way. I'm excited.
I want to start with really excited about progress, really excited where Playground are. We previously announced the date for Fable as 2025. We are actually going to give Fable more time, and it's going to ship in 2026 now. And while I know that's not maybe the news people want to hear, what I want to assure people of is that it's definitely worth the wait. And I have unequivocal confidence in the Playground team. If you think about their history and legacy for Forza Horizon, last two games critically acclaimed, 92 Metacritic,
award-winning.
But racing games, we're forgetting that this is an open world RPG based on the Fable franchise, a pillar in Microsoft history of Fable being associated with Pia Molyneux and Microsoft and a whole studio that milked the hell out of Fable. After Fable 2, they didn't know what to do with it. They tried to throw Kinect at it and turn it into the dust. So they make great racing games. But what about this?
Winning, beautiful, played great, and just what
they played great. They were racing games. All right? They were racing games, open world racing games. All right. They weren't a first person shooter and turned it into a third person. They were racing, and now they're making an open world RPG based on a pillar franchise of Xbox's history. All right. So that's not really apples to apples. We need to see more. The quest lines, the story, the combat, the pacing, the open world experience, the traversal, everything. We haven't seen anything but this.
They're bringing to Fable as a franchise. Just think of the visuals of what you expect of Playground games, plus, amazing gameplay.
So will there be cars? Will there be cars?
British humor, Playground.
So will there be a Lamborghini in it? I need to know
what's gone before with the franchise, but
will I be racing in a Hyundai?
quite frankly, the most beautifully realized version of Albion you've ever seen. So really excited about the plans and really excited about the future. And I want the community to understand that, you know, we do these things for the best of the games and the teams, and ultimately that results in the best games or the best game for the community.
And I think from your visit, you actually managed to bring over some footage for us to see some of those beautiful visuals as well.
Yeah, so I think we're going to show some of the footage. This isn't a trailer or anything. We felt as we were going to talk about, you know, the game, it was important to show some of the things.
Yeah, we get to see some of these scenes, like kind of both just walking through environments where inevitably there'll be some combat, some city walking scenes, just really seeing how the beautiful variety in environments that are in the game.
Yeah, and I've played some aspects of it that are in the city-based, and again, I'm trying to be very careful that I don't spoil anything. Ralph and the team won't forgive me if I spoil something, but I played some of the city elements, I played some of the quests, I played some of the combat, I played a boss battle, I've used magic. Like, it felt amazing. Like, and I had a great time. And again, I remember the originals. You know, this scene, I've played that in gameplay. I'm not going to spoil the backstory of what's going on. But as you can see, you know, genuinely beautiful. Plays
Even just
great,
seeing like
feels
the cinematics and then cutting to the actual like fight over here, it's gorgeous. You can barely tell the difference, which is such a seamless transition.
Yeah, it's very real. Everything you're seeing here is very playable. I've seen a bunch more than that. I'm very excited. So, you know, take my word for it. But hopefully what the team can see here is enough to build excitement.
I love the little details. It's great to see how much emphasis is being put into all of that.
Yeah, and you know, there's no bigger fans of Fable as a franchise as the Playground team that are making it. So I think, you know, it's a really fine balance between what are the game tenets that are true to Fable and what's a modern day reimagining of what is Playground Games version of Fable.
Yeah, absolutely. The modern retelling of Fable. I'm very excited myself. I've been a massive Fable player since day one, so I'm excited for 2026.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all the news.
So there
that
you
we
go. Listen, it looks good. I think it looks pretty good, but again, some of the combat looks it's pretty alpha.
Based, and again, I'm trying to be very careful that I don't spoil anything.
See, don't spoil
Ralph
it.
And the team won't
don't want to spoil
if
it.
I spoil something, but I played some of the city elements. I played some of the quests.
Like, it looks good.
Played some of the combat.
We'll see though. There's a lot to prove with this.
Like it felt amazing. Like, and I had a.
And again, it's always this self-proclaimed. I'm excited. I like it. But again, you got to make everybody else get excited about it. And, you know, first off, it got delayed to 2026. Whenever that year, that could be the end of the year. That could be the beginning of the year. We don't know. It got pushed to next year sometime. So there you go. We don't know. It was coming in 25 and then now 26. Not spring 2026 or anything like that. So I'm not going to say the game looks good for pre-alpha. Like, I think it definitely looks really good. How much you interact, how much it's on, like, is it free roam? Can you jump the fence? Can you go down there? Or let's see, there's a lot of elements now to look like. Is this just like, is this open world? Can you jump that fence? Can you go into these trees, or is it just stay on the path? Is it is it that kind of thing?
City elements,
you know, is it kind of a funnel, like it's just a funnel of things? I don't know. That's why we need to see more, and we need to see more of it. And it getting delayed to 2026, I'm sure we're not going to see this game anytime this year. Maybe at the Game Awards, maybe, which I doubt, but we don't know. We have no clue of what to say. But the thing is that it is getting delayed, and then there's rumors that it may be getting delayed for the PS5 version to come out simultaneously with this. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. So we will see, like, you know, the quests and things like that. Like, they got to show tons of this game. And I always said, like, one of the challenges that they were having with this is calling it Fable. I think the fact that they have Fable is that there is an expectation with it to to come along and do that. Like there's an expectation here, and you know, that humor. You know, people I already saw, you know, were complaining like it doesn't look like there's a character creator. Is this the character that I have to roll with the whole time? Can I change my character? I want to do my own thing, because that's basically, you know, what Fable is. And the problem is that this is the reason why you have a challenge when it's listed as Fable. There's a certain expectation. If you just called it like the new like action adventure game or whatever like that, you wouldn't have to worry about any ties. But now you're gonna have to meet with that stuff. Exactly. The stylized, like Fable was much more cartoony and you know, like that kind of stuff. This is very looking realistic. And see, Fresh, Fable 2 was good, but you know, after that they kind of lost their way with Fable. They lost their way. They didn't know what to do with it. Peter Molyneux just made a bunch of promises. It was again met with a lot of criticism, the first one, because he made all these promises that, you know, your face would change as you do bad things and like people react, and he really oversold it. And came out and it was a very linear game. It wasn't really open world to the sense. It was just like paths and little load screen areas and things like that. And then Fable 2 with the dog, it got a little bit better, and definitely Fable 2 had better combat. And I always liked the combat in Fable. I thought it was pretty fun with the magic and the sword fighting and things like that. But it was definitely had that humor. It was kind of like a little cartoony, and it was definitely not really based in super realistic. And now we got here. So, but that's the kind of challenge that it's like when you name it as Fable, there's expectations that come with it. If people still remember that franchise, who knows? You know, who knows what's going on that. But anyway, you know, I think that you know, there are rumors about this thing getting pushed out to update and get the PS5 version ready and come out day and date rather than doing the staggered release of it. So, you know, I don't know if that's what it is. It makes sense considering that, you know, they led from multi-platforms right into Fable here and basically, you know, went into this. So now, I don't know. It sounds like it's an initiative. And then you look and you see what they got going here and you know, what's upcoming. And, you know, this is their game developers conference, just like I stated. And the thing, just like I stated here, that whole like everything is an Xbox, like that's their mantra. That wasn't a holiday little commercial. This is their mantra. And here you go. Like, this is them at GDC. Develop for Xbox anywhere. Reach players everywhere at GDC. And look what they got. They got a Fire Stick there. They don't have a PlayStation up there though. But it's crazy. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. See, Daniel says like, you know, 2 was a favorite. I think 2 was like the culmination of Fable. I think after that, Fable 3, I think dropped off a little bit, and then they did the magic and they were throwing Kinect at it, and then they tried to come back with Fable Legends, which came out in beta, and then they canceled that, which I liked Fable Legends, but it was an asymmetric game where like there was an overseer that would plant spots and enemies, and then there will be 4 people to try to go through the map, and it was basically that was Fable Legends, and that was the end of Fable. After that, they canceled that game, they shut down Lionhead, they fired everybody, shut down the whole studio, and then that was the end of Fable. So it ended on Fable Legends, which was basically not an open world RPG of the traditional Fable. It was basically a multiplayer 4 versus 1 multiplayer service game or some multiplayer game, and that was it. And before that, it was Kinect. You were just riding on a rail and using your hands and shoot magic. So it really kind of lost its way. But now this is what they're doing at GDC. And I'm sure we're going to hear more about that, I think, app, you know, and all that stuff, right? Yep, I think we'll see more. I think. Yeah, exactly. I think we'll see more of it. But, you know, Then we had some rumors from Heisenberg saying that people thinking like, oh, they're avoiding it to probably, somebody's like, probably avoiding GTA 6, look for more delays of games that we thought. And he goes here, it's a Game Pass game with Microsoft leading the way. How much of this game have we seen and how did it look? It's not looking to avoid GTA 6. It's in trouble. Then he says, damn, this game has been developing for what, 8 years? And he says, Heisenberg says, and is still in bad shape. I don't believe it's an attempt to avoid GTA. It's in deep doo-doo. So people thinking like maybe it's getting to PlayStation version. Maybe it's just the same trouble development that every single Xbox studio seems to have because of bad management and multiple pivots. People think like, oh, it's ready to go. Dude, they're showing pre-alpha in a game that was going to release this year. And it's not pre-alpha, let me show you 5 minutes of it, uncut gameplay, or 2 minutes. It's like, let me show you her slice an animal. All right, next one, it's a slideshow. Let me show you the dialogue options. Let me show you how you converse in the town. Let me show you, here's the marketplace. Are you seeing all that stuff for a game that was supposed to release this year? Yet again, we're seeing all cuts and swipes and samples of and pre-alpha and, you know, and a COD developer making an RPG game. Yeah, exactly. We need to see more. But look, what are you seeing? Look at how much we saw. It was all cinematics, cutscenes. So show her what? Her walking. Remember how much Starfield walking, riding, walking? We got 3 scenes of her walking. This is it. There's no like flow. Oh. Walking. Looks good. But is it going to be a Hellblade 2? Looks good, and you're very locked on a path. There's not a lot of free roaming. There's not. How's the missions? Are they fetch quests? Go get me 5 chickens. And then they show you some combat here. Like what happened? Like, did these guys not animate well? Like, you don't show what happens after these guys. Are they ragdoll? Does there loot from them? Is there anything? That's it. And now there it goes. And it's been 8 years into development. 8 years. 8 years in development. And you're getting clips. Clip. Clips.
Like zoinks.
So, hey, you know what? Listen, Grindhouse. We've been through this before. So, dude says this guy is a good. He leaked a lot of stuff here, and this. So he says it's in bad shape, and I wouldn't be surprised. He's like saying, and people are like, oh, this is just to avoid GTA. Like, yeah, just like Avowed was moved for polish. Like, please. And Halo was delayed for polish. And Forza came out 7 years for polish. We've been through this so many times before. It's a Game Pass game. And what are you going to use? Call of Duty as the excuse every holiday why Microsoft can't put out a game? Oh, Call of Duty's in the holiday. We can't put out a game. We're going to have to delay it because of the holiday, because of Call of Duty's there. Oh, I'm so glad that Call of Duty became now a barrier for them to release anything around Call of Duty. Because now they own it. And they're competing with themselves. But he says it's in trouble. And I wouldn't be surprised. They questioned whether it was gameplay 2 years ago. A year ago, 2 years ago, when Phil was sitting there with Gaming Mankind. And they said, oh, what do you mean you think that's not gameplay? It wasn't gameplay. 2 years ago. Remember, that was shown 2 years ago. That initial Fable trailer was 2 years ago when Starfield was releasing. Last year, we saw a little bit more. I don't even know. Did we even see more of it last year? I think we did during the game, during their showcase. I think there was a little bit of, there was more cinematics. It was like another story. They told the story of another guy. One was the Giant, was the first release 2 years ago, and then last year was like another story with the guy with the glasses. Same kind of cuts and all that other stuff. Nobody hands on, nobody playing it, but he'll tell you, I played it, I touched it, I played it. Huh? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, with that terrifying face, and then she was eating like a sandwich or something like that. Yeah. So that's the way it goes. Would you ship that? But we've been through this before. We've been through this runaround all the time. That's right. And all they think is what? Oh, damn, you know what it is.
The Xbox glaze and the glaze at Xbox Discord.
You know what it is. It's that time to give them all the glazed. They got them. They glaze them. They got them in the glazed Discord. And that's right. Like, you know, we've been through this so many times before. Troubled development. And that's something that I brought up on Thrifty Show. Checking them out on Wednesdays. One of the things that I brought up on Thrifty Show was that, you know, it seems that their studios that they purchased in 2018 are the ones that have the delays. The Forza. Well, they had Forza. It's always their internal ones. Forza. Compulsion now is facing the issue with the combat and stuff like that, being very secluded areas where you go to an area, the area locks you in, and then you combat, and then you platform in those areas. And in Compulsion games, South of Midnight don't seem to be very getting favorable reviews. So that's another one that they're going to challenge on. You got Hellblade 2, worse than the first one. Same old story. That's right. State of Decay 3, where the hell's that? But it's of the publishers that they purchase are the ones that are getting out the games. Like, think about what there would be the Redfall and Starfield if they never had Bethesda. Like, what would come out that year from them? What will come out from them? What was out from last year? It'll just be Hellblade 2 and Flight Simulator. If it wasn't for Bethesda, for Janky Jones and Call of Duty, it'll just be Janky. It'll just been a Flight Simulator and Hellblade. Like, their publishers that they purchase, ZeniMax and stuff, they're the ones that are pumping out the games. Look what happened the year that Redfall and Starfield got delayed. That whole year was nothing. That was 2022. They had Pentiment and Grounded coming out of beta. That was their highlight of 2022, and Phil admits that was weak. That's because Starfield and Redfall got delayed. Those were publishers that they purchased. That wasn't their first-party studios. They had nothing left. Same thing goes for when Halo got delayed. What filled in for Halo Infinite when it got delayed on launch? Nothing. They had nothing. Zero, nada. They said play Gears again. Gears 5, play it again. Their studios are the ones that are struggling because I think they're ground zero for all the Xbox pivots. And I think these publishers that they purchased in Activision and ZeniMax, I think they had their own drum and they were like, yeah, we're just doing this. And they're like, okay, sounds good. But I think all their internal studios are affected by the pivots and changes and all these different things. You're a PC developer now. Now you're a PlayStation 1. What's that frosted glass? Oh, you're going to work behind there. All these changes have affected these developers. And this game, he says, is not ready. People are sitting here saying that, oh, it's delayed for GTA. It's delayed because of the PlayStation version. Dude, it could be delayed because it's not ready. And if you think about it, this game was slated for 2025. And this is February of 2025. and they're delaying it to 2026. This wasn't like near the end of the year where they think they were going to make their holiday date and they delayed it to next year, similar to Avowed, where they had Avowed coming in summer and then Avowed coming in fall and then Avowed just getting delayed out until the first half of the year. They are coming out in February of 2025 and telling you that Fable's not ready for this year. It's coming out next year. Not spring, not summer. We don't know. It's just sometime next year. So that could tell you there's something bigger than this game needs some polish. It could be trouble development. And it could be trouble development and PlayStation 5 pivot. But I don't know. From that coverage there, I don't know if they have enough to even make a PS5 version. Who the hell knows? But it could be something that they are planning. But that's the rumors, dude. And again, is it going to come out and rattle the world and be the Fable, the return to Fable that it needs to be? Or is it going to be like, oh, it's nice? And because he also said in there too, their version of Fable, of Albion. It's like, okay, well, that's the problem. You called it Fable, dude. Now everybody has an expectation. Oh, but that's their version of Albion. Albion looks like that. Yeah, but that's not what Fable. Why did you call it Fable then? And I've said it from day one. Why would they call it Fable? Not having anybody from the Fable team being on it at all. All you're doing is just setting yourself up for false expectations, because they are not going to probably replicate that. They're going to give their spin on it. And you could just call it something different and not have to worry about that. Could have called it something else. Could have called it fantasy something. I don't know. But the fact that you called it Fable. Yeah. But he already said their version of Albion. It's like, oh, okay. So there's one excuse. Get ready. This is not you. This is not the Albion you know. Then why call it Fable? How does it tie into those games? Is it just because of Albion? Well, why does Albion look so realistic and rugged? It was like this very kind of cartoony looking, very brightly game. Like, what's going on? Why does it look so dark and dingy and stuff like that? Like we don't know. We haven't seen enough. But these are the challenges that they're going to face by calling it as such. And they're probably hoping that people just forget about it. And then where's Everwild? Where's Contraband? Right? Where's State of K3? What is Psychonauts 2? What are those guys making? Who the hell knows? There's so many games that they have not released or shown anything for. We've seen little clips of Everwild just like this. That's it. They show these little teasy clips on the Xbox podcast. But as soon as I saw Fable not on the developer direct, I was like, oh, yeah, that's not coming. Because usually that's not coming. So once again, January is always the hype of like, oh, Xbox has such a crazy lineup. But then when you look at it, you're going to find out it's like, oh, yeah, well, because last year, like, oh, they got Hellblade, they got Indiana Jones, they got this. And then you look and it's like, oh, yeah, it wasn't that great. They're just not good at marketing their games. And what they do is they tell you all the stuff that's not in them. And they make you almost want to go to Game Pass to just check it out, because you don't feel confident in buying it. But grinders, one game that I do feel confident in going to play is Monster Hunter Wilds. So with that, I'm going to close today's show, and hopefully you hit that like button. Keep it locked here to Gaming Grindhouse. There may be some streaming over the weekend, and I'll leave you with some end credits, but we didn't hit the goal. But thank you again for your trying for it. But thank you again for all your support, and I'll definitely set up a goal for next time to do that. But we're on our way to the next emoji. But grinders, get ready. I'm gonna hit you with Friday. Happy Friday. Enjoy. And I am out once I can find my music here. And I can't find it. Yay. It doesn't want me to leave, but I gotta go. But thank you again, Grinders. Let's leave you with some, you know what? Let's leave with this one. I think this is a good song to leave on. A nice song in the air for Phil Ness. A good classic, Grinders. Hit that like button.
There's a man with a vision, selling stories deep inside.
Thanks again, Grinders.
With every game he creates, but beneath the surface is lies away.